Now, President Yoon Suk Yeol is the first South Korean leader to make a visit to the Philippines in 13 years, like our Kim Do-yeon said. What makes his visit timely, and what synergy can we expect from Seoul-Manila relations? Let's turn to Professor Joeffrey Calimag. Good morning.
Good morning, Dami. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us. So, like I said, no South Korean leader had made a trip to the Philippines for over a decade. What makes his visit so significant this time?
Well, yeah, President Yoon Suk Yeol's visit to the Philippines is timely and significant, and as already mentioned earlier, it is particularly coincides with the 75th anniversary of diplomatic relations between South Korea and the Philippines. In a bigger picture, it provides a historical context for renewed cooperation. And primarily, the visit is amplified by the potential for economic cooperation to explore new avenues for collaboration in different sectors, such as supply chain in minerals, investments, and infrastructure projects. In addition to economic cooperation, the geopolitical region adds to, or geopolitical context of the Indo-Pacific region adds another layer of significance to President Yoon's visit. And the visit is particularly strategic as it comes at a time when South Korea is actively seeking to bolster its alliances in the Indo-Pacific as part of its foreign policy strategy. As tensions rise in the region, specifically concerning North Korea's nuclear ambitions and provocations, and China's assertive posture in the South China Sea, those countries find themselves in a strategic position to collaborate on security matters. On top of that, the cultural dimension of the visit is noteworthy because this cultural connection can be leveraged to enhance people-to-people ties, which are crucial for fostering mutual understanding and cooperation.
Definitely. And also the Philippines is reportedly hoping to cooperate with South Korea on a nuclear power plant project, that has been long stalled. To tell us more about the project and Philippines trying to build a nuclear power plant with South Korea.
Yes, that's true. The Philippines is exploring the feasibility of a nuclear power program, including the possible revival of the Bataan project or constructing a small modular reactor with the intention of addressing the growing energy demands of the nation and reducing reliance on imported fossil fuels, with electricity demand expected to more than triple by 2040. It is imperative that energy security is a stated priority for the Philippine government. So dating back in the 1970s, in response to the 1973 oil crisis, the country began construction of 621 Westinghouse unit at Bataan nuclear plant. This was launched in 1976 with the assistance of the United States and with the intention to be the first nuclear power plant in Southeast Asia. The plant was completed in 1984, but never commissioned. And one of the most significant factors why it was not operationalized was because of the Chernobyl disaster in 1986, which raised global concerns about the safety of nuclear power. And also the political landscape shifted dramatically during at that time, leading to a reevaluation of the country's energy policies. The new government then, under President Corazon Aquino, decided to halt the operations of the Bataan nuclear plant due to safety concerns and the lack of regulatory framework for nuclear energy. But because the country continued to grapple with energy shortages and rising electricity costs, this prompted discussions about reviving the nuclear power initiative. Case in point, the Philippines has one of the highest electricity rates in Southeast Asia, averaging about 20 US cents per kilowatt hour. So the electricity expense in operating a business in the Philippines is about 7 to 10%, but it can go as high as 50% on energy-intensive industries such as manufacturing. Therefore, securing a more stable and sustainable mix of energy sources can significantly improve investment climate in the Philippines. So the current administration under President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has signaled a commitment to exploring nuclear energy options, including the possibility of cooperating with South Korea on nuclear power projects.
Well, it's definitely an ambitious project of the Philippines. Now, Professor, you have to tell us what makes South Korea an attractive partner for resuming the project.
Well, first and foremost, South Korea has the expertise and the extensive experience in nuclear energy. South Korea has a well-developed nuclear energy infrastructure and a proven track record in nuclear power generation. And not to mention, South Korea is the second fastest nuclear power plant building country in the world after Japan. The average construction period for a plant was only 56 months for Korea, more than 3 times faster than other countries building nuclear plants, with an average of 190 months. Second, South Korea has a robust regulatory framework. The country's regulatory bodies, such as the Nuclear Safety and Security Commission, are responsible for ensuring that nuclear facilities operate within stringent safety standards. This regulatory environment can serve as a model for the Philippines as it seeks to develop its own nuclear power capabilities. And also, but not the least, is South Korea's commitment to sustainability, history of international cooperation, and strategic geopolitical positioning. So this makes South Korea an attractive partner for the Philippines in resuming its nuclear power.
Alrighty, Professor, thank you so much for your time and your insight this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.